Hello, everyone. It's Maddie from Create Your Future. So, I just wanted to come on here today and talk a little bit about resisting your current reality and how that can actually harm your manifestation versus you actually going with the grain of what's happening in front of you and then making that work in your favor. So, to start, I'm on maternity leave if you're watching this. So, I am no longer available for coaching for a little bit, but I do have a course out. It's called Master Manifester, and I would love if you checked it out. If you need extra help, if you want my guidance specifically while I am away, you can watch these videos, you can take the course. I'll be right along with you every step of the way. So we are still having a contest that will also be down below in the description box if you are interested. I say this in every video, but I would love to see everybody comment down below that is interested and tell me what you are manifesting. I love reading through the comments and seeing what everybody is intending for so I can tend right along with you and actually try to encourage you along the way as well. So, just to keep going with the video now that we've gotten all that out of the way, is what does it look like to actually go along with your current reality versus resisting it? I'll give a couple examples actually. So, I've done this. I can say that probably every person that has gotten into conscious manifesting has absolutely done this. Is that when we are trying to manifest something, we all want to see things happen in our 3D reality. That is a given. We want to see our end result. We want to see that everything is working. We want to see that we're doing the right intentions. And those are things that you can't intend for originally. Like, of course it works. Of course, everything that I intend for always comes to resolution. Of course, I'm always getting what I want. Of course, my subconscious mind is already suppressed with all these great affirmations that I've started saying. You can use some of those if you want to, if you feel like you need to kind of remind yourself of those things as well. But what it means to resist is, let's just say SP. We have a ton of content out about SP. I know that's very popular on this channel. So I'll just give an example about SP. Is that, let's just say that I'm manifesting a committed relationship. Let's just say we're friends of benefits, right? And let's just say I go out on a limb, I get an inkling to be like, let's have a conversation. I don't really know where this inkling is coming from, but let's just say I have it and I ask him about it. And I'm like, what do you think about having, like, more of a relationship? That's something that I'm looking for now. I've enjoyed our time together. And I really like you, but I'd like to take this a step further. And let's just say you've been affirming for like a month. We'll give it some time, a month. And let's just say he's like, no, like just straight up no, like not even close to interested, like doesn't even give an explanation. No, I don't want that. I think I'm good where I'm at. I want to keep my options open. So here's reacting to the 3D versus going along with it. So my reaction, if I was reacting to it, I'd be like, oh my gosh, have you just been using me this whole time? Like, do you not like me? I thought we said we liked each other before. Like, let's say that's established that you said that. I thought we said we liked each other before. Like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why do you want to keep your options open? Is there somebody else? So you're already spiraling right in front of your SP. But also, you would probably have to go back and revise that. So let's say you went home, you guys kind of got into it, might have actually ended your friends of benefit situation. So let's just say all that happens, a lot of undesirable circumstances, and you go home and you're like, crap, now I have to revise that, which is a lot more work for you to have to go back and be like, okay, here's my affirmations, but then here is also the revision that I have to do. Yes, you can turn it around, but it's just a lot more work for you and a lot more tedious to deal with. So let's just go with going with the grain, right? Here's the example of that. So same situation, but instead of me being like going down a spiral of thinking that I'm not good enough or I did something wrong, I'm going to be like, okay, I totally understand you and I respect what you have to say. Thank you so much for letting me know. And let's just say you want to, keep the friends of benefits for now until it conforms. I would still like to keep going with this if you're still interested. And we can move past this conversation, right? So then I would go home after that conversation or I would excuse myself to the bathroom, whatever time frame you want to give yourself. I'm in the car, leaving, blah. And I would intend, like, you know what? I handle myself so well. This is what a high value person would react like. This is what me loving myself looks like. Because when you're on your manifesting journey, you are going to make mistakes, things that you think are mistakes, like reacting to 3D, getting emotional, not having a great mental diet for a little bit. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want. It just means that you can pick yourself right back up and continue on. And it doesn't mean you're starting from square one either. So you just talk to yourself, say like, okay, well, he's going to think that how I handle myself was super mature. And he actually just changed his mind. So you're using your 3D, even though like it probably hurt you that you didn't get what you wanted in that moment the way you wanted it. You also were going out on a limb. You may have been trying to get a certain reaction from that person. And so you might have been trying to manipulate the 3D a little bit without actually realizing you were doing it, which is okay. This is trial and error. It is manifestation. It's fine. And so when you do that, you're like, okay, so I can either stand in my power and know that I'm still getting what I want. This is just a bridge of incidents. And actually, this conversation that I had right here with this person actually means that I am getting what I want. Like, they love the way I handle myself because I think I handled myself well. So if I think so, they think so. Right. So you're making everything mean that, like, I think I'm a high value person and I am worthy and deserving of love. And therefore, they're going to think that way. And that's exactly what they're thinking right now. And they're actually reconsidering what they said and they're going to text me about it. So you're standing in your power, but you're also trusting that no matter what happens right in front of you, you are going to get the thing that you desire. And you can even affirm for that. I always get the things that I desire. I always get the results that I'm looking for. The results that I want are actually achievable and attainable. Because sometimes we think that this manifestation might be too good to be true. It's not going to happen. Oh my gosh, look at all the stuff in front of me. It is absolutely attainable. Absolutely. Do not forget that. So, and that could be one of your affirmations too. Results for me are attainable. It's a great affirmation, actually. So that's something that you can really go forward with your manifestational journey, with responding versus reacting, but also standing in your power and going with the grain of what's going on. And this can be for anything. It could be for health, with money, it could be with love. It doesn't matter. Everything is equivalent, not the experience is equivalent, but the power that you have to manifest the result that you want is equivalent. What I mean by that. So it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what's in front of you. It may feel very real to you, and that is totally fine. Meet yourself where you're at and be unconditionally loving to yourself. But then know that, you intending for that cup of coffee yesterday and receiving it right away is just as easy as your body healing itself. It's just as easy as getting your SP. It is just as easy as becoming wealthy. Once you have that mindset that everything is easy for you to achieve and that it is attainable, you will see your life switch so much quicker, easier, and a lot more effortlessly. But you have to stand in your power. You can't allow the things around you to dictate you forever and sit in a victim mindset. When you sit in a victim mindset, and I can say this from experience, I know all too well, is that your life is just going to keep snowballing down the victim mindset path. And you're going to start seeing a lot of undesirable things, and you're going to get even deeper into that old subconscious programming that you've had maybe for a long time, or one experience shaped that one belief system that you had. It is just as easy to unravel as it was to start believing in it. It is just as easy to instill a new belief system into yourself as it was to believe that one negative thing before, when you had that one negative experience. So when you start seeing it that way, you're changing your relationship to the circumstance instead of just trying to change it right now. A lot of the times we have this understanding that, okay, this person's telling me this or this happened. Therefore, if I affirm for it right now, it's going to change in front of me instantly. And that's exactly how some people start spiraling. So, yes, it is definitely possible that you can change it right then and there, but let's just say I've done this too. So, I can relate with you all. Is that, let's just say, like, again, going back to SP, another SP situation. Well, he doesn't want to be with me. He just told me straight up that he doesn't want to be with me, and I've been intending for marriage, or I'm intending for a committed relationship, and he just said no, and that maybe there's a third party, like whatever, or maybe the third party is like work, or I'm just too busy. I have a lot of work. Third party doesn't have to mean a person. Third party can mean something that they're putting above you right now. You are not the priority. That other thing is the priority, the third party. So when they're doing that, it's just, it's so easy to fall back into that old state of being, like what I had said before when it comes to, you know, the things that we were affirming. It is so easy to fall back. It is so easy to go into the victim mindset and be like, I'm not a priority. I don't matter. You matter. And guess what? They're going to conform just as fast. So don't let the 3D change your perception of what the end goal is. Once you change your relationship and you're like, okay, I have new affirmations. Just because you said this and I'm going to change my relationship to it, I know that I'm getting exactly what I want. I know how manifestation works. I know that if I keep persisting in my affirmations and I keep persisting in believing in myself, it will have to unfold. According to quantum physics, the more that you focus on this thing, which is, say, a thought transmission, it has to turn into matter. It has to. So that thing that you are focusing on, if you ever are curious about this, look up quantum physics, even on Google, it will tell you. But once you're focusing on that thing vibrationally, you are giving it attention, you're giving that energy shift to that thing, and you are changing your relationship to it. Instead of going with the flow of the story that's in front of you, you're saying, okay, how do I want this to look? Yes, I am feeling an emotion right now with myself that I don't like when it comes to this thing. I'm seeing it this way. That's totally fine. How do I want to see it? Well, I want to see it this way. Okay, cool. So when you start seeing it from a quantum physics standpoint, you know that when you focus on that one story, no matter how hard it may seem for you some days, it has to turn into matter. It has to conform. So if that gives you any clarity on how that shifts a little bit, or how it's even possible, or how it works, or if it even works, yes, it does. It has to, according to quantum physics. So physically, there is an explanation behind manifestation in and of itself, law of assumption. So I know that all of you guys are going to be super successful with this. Just change your relationship to it. It's okay if you've been on this journey for a year, a month, 2 years, you can change it instantly. It is up to you. Stand in your power. Declare that today is the day that I'm going to change my relationship to this. Today's the day that I'm going to start telling myself a new story, and that I'm not going to waver in the fact that, like, just because this person is telling me this one thing, I can go and do my breath work. I can clear my mind a little bit so I can allow myself to create a new thought transmission, so I don't feel like I'm fighting myself the whole time. I can go excuse myself. I can react, and I'm still going to get it. That can be another affirmation. I probably said that before in other videos. It's one of my favorite affirmations is I can have this doubt, I can have this thought, I can have this fear, I can have this reaction, fill it in with whatever you want, and I'm still getting what I want. That's actually going to be the thing that gets me what I want. So you're making everything mean that you're getting what you want. You could even make it mean that because it rained today or the sky is blue and it's finally sunny out that you're getting what you want. Like, that's totally fine. Make it your life. Stop letting other people or other circumstances get in the way of the thing that you desire. You deserve to have a good life. You deserve to have the things that you want. You deserve to have your happily ever after. I intend that you believe in that. And I intend that you actually are motivated after this video and you find good affirmations to really go forward with and know that you are worthy and deserving. Everything has to work out for you. Your mind is totally suppressed with these new affirmations. Continue to believe in yourself. It's not about SP at the end of the day. Yes, you want to be with them. Yes, you want to have this commitment or whatever you want with them. But at the end of the day, it's about you. Do you think you can have it? Do you think you're worthy of it? Do you think that it's possible for you? If you say no to any of those, I want you to right now, be honest with yourself and then affirm, I intend to believe and feel that I am worthy and deserving of this. And I'm going to decide today to take the action steps to believe in myself and make that a part of my reality. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am very much looking forward to meeting some of you after my maternity leave and just seeing all your success stories and seeing everything down below. I can't wait to see them. So yeah, have a wonderful day, everybody. And I intend that you got the most out of this video, that everybody that needed to watch it, it totally reached, and you get everything that you want. All right, have a good day.